So.
Well, over the last 4 years, you've seen a lot of people come from the left over to the right, from the center to the right, and even not necessarily people that will identify as that. And a lot of that has come from middle America, but you're also seeing a lot of these billionaires switching over. Apparently, at this point, Mark Zuckerberg is shifting his political views to the right. He's recently come out as being a libertarian, which I was actually quite surprised about it. But we have a little bit of information on that. What do you guys think of that? Do you think he's being really serious that he's switching over?
At some point, you get so rich, you become a libertarian. I mean, they're literally living in a breakaway civilization, right? I mean, they have islands everywhere. They can literally do whatever they want. He's like one of the top 10 richest men in the world. I mean, it's like Elon Musk. Like, you don't even know what secret layers they have and secret projects they're working on. I mean, it's literally as weird as you can get. So, of course, they're going to be libertarian. And also, I think he's hedging his bets. He's like, I think Trump might win, and I don't want to be on the bad side. Because especially with Musk as his competitor.
Well, I'll tell you what, exactly. I got a really cool video. Kind of goes a little bit over that a little bit more. Let's take a look at it.
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg has reportedly shifted his political views towards libertarianism. That's according to a New York Times report that claims those closest to Zuckerberg say his political views now align more closely with classical liberalism, combining fiscal conservatism with social liberalism. This ideological shift has apparently led to internal policy changes at Meta, including restrictions on workplace discussions about contentious topics like abortion and racial justice movements. In August, Zuckerberg confirmed that the Biden-Harris administration had pressured Facebook to censor content, and he expressed regret for complying with those requests. Zuckerberg is also allegedly attempting to smooth over a relationship with former President Donald Trump. In 2021, Facebook banned Trump after the January 6th Capitol riot. And then this year, the New York Times claims Zuckerberg talked to Trump twice on the phone over the summer, including shortly after Trump's narrow escape from an assassination attempt in July. The Meta CEO has apparently also hired prominent Republican strategist Brian Baker to improve his status with conservative media and GOP lawmakers. Zuckerberg's shift reflects a broader trend in Silicon Valley, with many tech executives who previously supported Democrats now aligning with more conservative politicians. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk also evolved from political neutrality to vocal support for Trump. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Lauren Taylor. For more of our news stories, download the Straight Arrow News app.
So, I mean, you're seeing even at the very top, they're completely changing the way that they're having their companies operate based on their political needs. So we're seeing a complete swing of the pendulum back to the other side. It's like the 80s all over again.
Well, yeah, one thing to do that to you.
Yeah, that and with Zuckerberg, too, it's been an interesting transformation because, he's kind of like a soulless nerd. And, well, since he started doing jujitsu and everything, you notice he has gotten, more mindful. So I think stuff like that, being more active, it works on your body and your mind. So he's making an interesting shift. I don't fully trust or believe him, but I'm open to the possibility. And I think that, as long as he's doing stuff in good faith, he could be a benefit because people like that, regardless of if they're bad or not, you'd rather have them on your side than against you because he's done a lot against us, especially with the Zuckerbucks, $400 million.
All of it.
Against Trump.
It seems very cynical. I mean, he hired like a Republican conservative kind of like PR people. Like, okay, I fucked up. Everyone hates me. Everyone thinks I'm a tool for the establishment. That's not cool, especially because you got Jack Dorsey, who's just like Burning Man hippie. You got Elon Musk, who's like a crusader. And then you got, there's not really any like the people who run Google are kind of quiet. You don't really see them out in the politics. I mean, they see at Mark Cuban now on the left, kind of. But you have all these people that are kind of, even Peter Thiel, right? He's a libertarian. He's JD Vance's dude. And the thing is, but you do have to be a little cynical because Peter Thiel is like the biggest data broker in the world. He has Palantir, which is the company that literally takes a nexus of everyone's data, and they know everything. So you have to think these guys are the top, right? So again, they're like a breakaway civilization, but they don't want wealth tax. They don't want the politicians coming in, and because I think what happened in 2020 scared them because the government came after them and can pretty much show that at the end of the day, the government is the one with the guns. Right?
100%.
The government has the guns. So at the end of the day, they know Trump, whatever. Trump's not actually screwing with them. So they're trying to toe the line. How do we not lose our viewership? Because the left will boycott, but also we obviously want Trump. Like he's where the money people want.
I 100% agree with you on that. You also have to think a lot of the times I almost feel like these big guys are hiding their politics and their true politics so that way they can benefit within the system because the system does lean to one side, you know? Tyler, what do you think of that?
Well, kind of going back to like the Zuckerberg comment, since I didn't comment on it, but I feel like my theory is I feel like for him, he's just trying to not get in the way because I think a lot of the evidence just shows how Facebook was really influencing the elections. So I think when it comes to the whole situation, I think he's trying to act, oh, I'm a libertarian or I'm doing this. But deep down, I don't think Zuckerberg is the type of person that would just flip a switch from everything he's done since Harvard. He is Zuckerberg. He will want to control most of the stuff when it comes to censorship. So I see this as a distraction. Like, that's my opinion, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
Do you think it's maybe he is this person, but he got too wrapped up in the project and like, you know, he's literally had no choice and he felt wronged and now there's a chance and he's kind of seeing Elon Musk kind of like made it okay, like broke the taboo, right? Now people kind of like, oh, okay. And like now that like Joe Rogan can maybe get Trump on because he's not going to be the first or the biggest. Like, you know, I don't know. We're going to see what happens.